Hi everyone out there, my name is Shell and I am here to show you some new looks today. Now, I've been wanting to join the YouTube beauty community for a while now. In fact, 2 years ago, my fiance got me this camera and I am just now putting it to good use. I'm super excited to be here with you guys today because I have such a passion for makeup and I just want to share it with you guys. So I hope you click the like button, thumbs up, subscribe. That would all be so amazing to help me out and just help us grow together as a channel. I have been so inspired by the makeup that I've been seeing online, on Instagram, on YouTube, for the show Euphoria. Now, I haven't seen this show myself, but I have been falling in love with all of the makeup looks that have come out of the show so far. The look that I recreated today is from one of the characters on Euphoria, but I saw it on Instagram on Shameless Lydia, her blog. Now, I really loved this look and I thought that it would be super fun to recreate. So if you want to see how I got this purple rhinestoned look from Euphoria, keep on watching. Okay guys, so we're gonna get started today with some primers. You know, some people are anti-primer, some people have to have primer. Myself, I have to. I'm gonna start off with the Sugar Rush Best Bud Lip Butter Balm. This stuff is great. It really hydrates my lips so that by the time I'm ready to put on my lipstick at the end of my makeup routine, everything is ready. For primer, I really want something super dewy today, so I'm going in with a Flesh Beauty Illuminating primer. We're talking hydration city today, guys. Next, I want to do my brows, and today I'm going to be using the Brow Blade from Urban Decay. The shade that I use is Dark Drapes, and it's like a chocolatey brown that really matches my natural tone. I like to start with the pencil side, and I really like to start with some good structure for the brows before anything else. I like to line my bottom, kind of come through the top, get that tail. I like this product because it's really easy to manipulate while you're working with it. It kind of, I don't want to say it hardens, but you know, it sets down in place. So once you really brush it through the brow and get that shape that you want, it's good to go. I'm gonna do both sides. First with the pencil. With a little spoolie to really blend that out. Don't worry about it being too precise. You know, we're gonna do foundations after this, so you can always clean it up later. I like to save the felt tip part for after I'm done with my foundation and my eyes. That way I know exactly where I want them to be and I can decide how intense that I want them to match what I'm wearing. Okay, so now that we're all primed and ready, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a BB cream. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Primer. Complexion Perfector, excuse me. Now this has a little bit of SPF, so it's gonna give you a little coverage and a little bit of protection. I really love this on my everyday kind of look because it's super natural, super lightweight, really easy to do first thing in the morning when I wake up. Blend that in. Yeah, I love how this makes the skin look. It doesn't look like you have anything on, but your skin is just a little bit more evenly toned. Now, I like to think that I have pretty good skin, so I don't usually wear a ton of foundations, even in the summertime, well, especially in the summertime here in Florida, because it just gets so hot, it'll melt right off. So it's not really worth it, in my opinion, to go full coverage. Next, I'm going in with my classic favorite concealer. This is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I'm sure you've tried it before, and if you haven't, you really should give it a try. It covers so well, and it's one of the only concealers that I found that is truly creaseless. And I mean, I get pretty creasy eyes when I smile, you can kind of see. And so I really do need something that's going to stay in place all day, not just say it's going to stay in place all day. I got a little bit of a thing going on over here, so let's make everything disappear. And let's do a little over here too, on that little guy. Okay, so before I put any powder on, I really want to get my primer for my eyes on too. Now this is the new Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer, and if you've worked with this before or swatched it, you know it's extremely pigmented. It's almost like a very creamy concealer for the lids. I'll put some on so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Just blend that out as well. And if a little gets under the eyes, that's okay. I mean, I'm putting eyeshadow down there too, so it works out. Now I'm gonna set everything because I live in Florida and I have combination skin. So if I want anything to stay in place, I've gotta set it so I can forget it. That was kind of cheesy, sorry. Now the powder that I'm using is seriously my all-time favorite powder. It's from Bare Minerals. It's their BarePro foundation. Now this stuff is wonderful because it's full coverage, but very lightweight, and it's in a compact, so it's much easier to use, much less messy than the original Bare Minerals foundation. Now, it has a very similar after effect once it's on the skin to the loose powder, but I'm just so messy and I like things to be easy when I'm doing my makeup in the morning, so I use a pressed powder. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and finish up my brows before I move on to the eyeshadow for this look. Because there's some really fun shades in this look, I wanted to go all out. I'm going for some classic palettes today. We're gonna use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance for the mattes in this look, and we're gonna use the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette for that beautiful shimmering pop of purple today. I've got the perfect shade for it. Let's take a look. Alright, so my first shade I'm going to use is a mix between Bien Fresque and Warm Taupe in the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Tap off the excess, and I'm going to go right into the crease. Now I've got hooded eyes, so sometimes, you know, transitioning these grandiose looks onto hooded eyes can be a little bit challenging, but it's a fun challenge, right? I like to make sure that I get very blended out in the front of my eyes because my eyes are a little on the smaller side. So I want to make sure I open them up as much as I can. For the lids, I'm going to go in with the shade Amethyst from the Desert Dusk palette with a more flat style brush because we really want to pack on that shade. And we're going to just go for it. Oh, that's so pretty. So I'm starting on the lid and just working my way up. We want to create that nice half moon shape for our rhinestones later on. So I'm just gonna go a little bit above my natural crease because my eyes are so hooded. We're gonna go a little bit above what you might if you don't have hooded eyes. I'm gonna go back in with that same flat packing brush as before, and we're gonna go to that delicious shade Twilight. You guys remember Twilight? I do. Before I put that shade on my lids, I'm gonna spray it with some of the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. So we're gonna put this all over the lid. Why don't we next go in with a little bit of those rhinestones. The rhinestones that I got are from Publix, which is a grocery store here in the South. This one comes with self-stick gemstone variety pack, 1,400 colored gemstones. They've got blue, pink, silver, green, and purple. We're gonna use just the silver today. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this out. It looks like she has 7 gems on either side. I don't know if I can fit that many, so I'm just gonna start from the front and work my way out. It looks like 7 fits perfectly. As with any eyeshadow glue, you want to give it a couple of seconds to get tacky. If I try to put the gems on now, they're just gonna slide right off. So let's use some of our manpower. Okay, so let's try to make these even. Okay, so now that the eyes are done, let's finish them off. I'm gonna do some black eyeliner on the lower and upper line, and then I'm gonna do a creamy liner in my waterline. Time for lashes! Now that the eyes are done, let's warm up the rest of our complexion. I'm going in with the Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer from Too Faced, and I absolutely adore this bronzer. It smells so good, first and foremost. Like, the scent just hit me and I had to mention it. The scent smells so good, but it also does a phenomenal job at making the skin nice and warm without looking too orange and without it feeling like too much makeup. Like, it looks really natural on the skin. I do cheekbone, eyes, a little on the temples, a little on the forehead, a little on the jawline, and a lot on this big nose. Let's do a tad bit of blush for this look. Because the eyes are so purple, let's go a little more peachy with the rest of our look. This is Too Faced's How Deep Is Your Love? And a little on the tip of the nose. You might hate it, but I don't really care. I love it. Let's do some fun highlight today. I think I'm gonna mix Eclipse and Lyra from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette. To top off this look, I want to go a little bit more neutral on the lip and then gloss it with the top.
And here's the finished look. I feel like a dazzling daydream. Oh, I hope you guys enjoyed spending time with me today, and I can't wait to see you next time here on Shell Shores. Bye!